Welcome to Creepin' It Real. I am Judah, straight out of the cinema seeing Trapped. Let's see if I can avoid making any Admiral Akbar jokes, and let's get started. So, I'm sure most of you have seen this trailer, but we'll let it run in back on mute. This is about some kind of serial killer that the authorities get some kind of a warning that he's going to be at this event, and holy smokes, as I'm saying this, I just realized an insane, mother, gosh. Okay, guys, I want this to be short. This movie is not great. I used to be a huge M. Night Shyamalan fan. I stuck with them. I even liked Lady in the Water, you know, The Last Airbender, but I stuck with them. But then my enthusiasm began to wane. I stopped rushing out to go see him. Son of a gun, guys. Somebody put up a wiener. Somebody put a wiener in my office. I'll be right back. I stopped running out to see his movies. I thought Old was hideous, but I generally still, even though his movies aren't great, I still somewhat enjoy them. Like I said, did not like Old. This movie falls in that category of movies I didn't like at all. I mean, technically, it was good, but on a whole, it sucked. The conveniences in this movie for things to move forward were more shocking than the conveniences that occurred at a recent Pennsylvania rally, if you know what I'm saying. So a lot of things were just like, wow, that was convenient. I was annoyed by the whole concert thing. There were so many things that just I didn't care about. I kept waiting for there to be a twist. I had to pee so bad, and it was towards the end of the movie, and I'm just like, no, you gotta keep holding on, man, because you're gonna miss the twist, and then you're not gonna be able to do a review. And I don't want to sit through this movie again just so I can see the ending. But it got so bad that I ended up running out to the bathroom. I only did a quick squeeze so that I didn't have any pain anymore, or ran back in and finished watching it and then hit the bathroom on the way out. And let me tell you, I was talking with my cousin, for one, and also someone on Instagram about this. And we were somewhat joking about the twist. And I was saying that, you know, basically M. Night has put himself in a trap and has to have a twist. Like, everybody knows him for the twist. And really, now the only thing that he could do that would be shocking is to not have a twist. I don't think this movie had a twist. If there was a twist, and I told you, then it would be a spoiler. And I want to avoid all spoilers. Long story short, don't waste your money on this movie. There was one slightly fun thing. Let me check this out. Haley Mills was in it. Now, I grew up watching her Disney movies. She was in Parent Trap. I love the Parent Trap. She was in Pollyanna. She was, I think she was in the first season of Saved by the Bell, which was known at that time as Good Morning, Miss Bliss. She played Miss Bliss. And I know I might get some heat on this, but I actually preferred the first season of Saved by the Bell versus the rest. It was actually more focused on Miss Bliss and Zach versus it being more so a Zach-centric on the rest of the seasons. This literally just hit me. What if this is M. Night Shyamalan's grittier, more grounded version, a reboot, if you would, of The Parent Trap? They both have Haley Mills in it. It makes sense to me to have her reprise her role. She's now a profiler out there hunting serial killers who have the persona of being good parents. Come on. Am I off? Am I off? I think that's what this is. Actually, if that's what it was, I think I would enjoy it more than what I did. If I knew that this was supposed to be some kind of maybe spin-off or a reboot of The Parent Trap, I may have given it a higher score. In fact, I didn't give you a score. This, I'm looking at like 4.5. That's where I'm at, 4.5. Also, Josh Hartnett, is that how you say his name? Hartnett, perhaps. He didn't do a bad job acting. I feel like he did a good job with what he was given as far as a man's two worlds colliding and trying to juggle them and keep them separate at the same time. So if there's any positives, it was fun to see Haley Mills out there. She's like 78 right now. My dad told me when he was a little boy, he had a huge crush on her. So that kind of makes me laugh. And, Josh did a decent job with his acting. If there's any positives, those are it. This movie was not worth my time, was not worth my money. And I can't even say, this may not be worth paying cinema dollars for, but definitely give it a shot when it comes to streaming. I don't even know if I can say that. This was a challenge in patience for me. I mean, definitely because I had to pee really bad, but I kept waiting for something to get my attention. I kept waiting to care, and I didn't at all, ever. So there you go. That's my review. Skip it. Go see something else. It bums me out because I think M. Night's got some really great movies, and I think he's got a bad rap from a lot of people. I think people ditched out on him way too early. But everybody will have some wins and some losses. And this one is definitely a loss for M. Night. But I still appreciate him. Thanks, guys, for watching. I'm Judah. This has been Creepin' It Real. See you later. Okay, one more thing. I know I said I wanted to keep the spoiler free, but when I came to this realization, I can't keep it to myself. Spoiler warning. You've been warned. Spoilers. Now, I need you, people who have actually gone to see this, to respond and give me your thoughts on this. Did they not say that this whole concert was put together as a trap for the butcher? Almost like they knew the butcher was a fan. They know his location. They're like, okay, let's put this concert together. The butcher will more than likely come to this concert. They said that. I mean, not what I just said, but they definitely said that this whole concert was put together to catch the butcher. But then later on in the movie, they mention finding a receipt for tickets to the concert, so they knew the butcher was going to be there. Well, then that means that the concert wasn't put together for the butcher. It was already planned, and somebody happened to have some kind of idea that these receipts belong to this serial killer, and then they planned around that. That annoys me. Also, I said there was no twist. If there is one, the twist might be that the wife suspected him. I need some feedback on this, guys. Was that the twist? Was that the big twist that the wife suspected? Woo! Whatever. Let me know. Thanks again. Bye.